Somehow, I had never did a review of one of my original favorite Trillium beers, Melcher Street IPA, featuring Mosaic especially. I'd done a review of the double dry hopped version, which is much more rare, but they've been throwing out Melcher Street, every once in a while in cans lately. And this one was canned yesterday, and I think I got the first canning run back in like the end of June or July, and I was like, whoop, this is real good, but I didn't realize I had not reviewed it. So tonight's the night. And I haven't had it in quite a while. And I have kind of felt like I'm not that crazy for Mosaic, or not as wildly loving Mosaic hops, but let's see if Trillium can rekindle my love, or at least continue my love and not let that that flame flicker out. And it does smell very nice. And there's pretty good head on that. Not super duper carbonated. But it's, lots and lots of peach rings. That's what I noticed in a lot of their Mosaic beers. Especially Melcher Street. I think I remember not being really impressed too much by Mosaic Fort Point, which is their slightly smaller Mosaic Pale Ale. But this one has got lots and lots of fruity aromas. The Mosaic Fort Point was a little more dank and spicy, which is not my favorite side of Mosaic. I like the intense peachy, pineapple-y aromas. I definitely get that out of this one. It almost smells like some kind of a tropical fruit cup, with the syrup in it and everything. Like peaches, a little peach cup, but probably also with, a little bit of pineapple in there, maybe even some mandarin oranges. But very, very tropical forward. There's a teeny bit of spiciness going on, at least in the aroma. The aroma's not gigantic, like their double dry hop beers, but it's still very strong. And I feel like last time there was a little more head and carbonation on it, but it's looking pretty good to me. It's got that nice glow from the haze. I don't know if it's a little bit darker than usual. That's what their uppercase looked like too. The uppercase looked somewhat like this. That's their big double IPA. But I wonder if there's like a variation every once in a while that in their grains or something, they get a little darker. But I'm not totally sure on that. But yeah, just fruits are dominating the aroma of this one. Whew. It gets a little spicier in the flavor, but still plenty of sweet malty sugars to keep it super juicy and tropical in the flavor. Yeah, and not very much bitterness. Yes, I love their street IPAs. I feel like all their street IPAs display the hops really well and also bring out their super tropical juicy characteristics, because there's enough malt and body and also sweetness going on, and they're never usually too bitter. So they're doing really well with these. I think their double IPAs sometimes come off as too hot and spicy and bitter or dank, but the Street series is just the fruitiest of any other IPA series I think around. It's got a nice body, and there isn't any harsh bitterness or sharp biting quality. Yeah, it's very nice, and I'm still not getting very much dank qualities. It's like very low on the onion, funky things, which is pretty good, because I used to really enjoy super dank IPAs and things, but now I'm just obsessed with the fruitiness. Yeah, maybe I'm noticing a little bit of dankness in the aroma now. Yeah, there's some oniony qualities. Not quite garlicky though. Wow, so pleasant. Yeah, the mouthfeel, the bitterness, the sweetness is all perfectly balanced. and makes it just a pleasure to drink this beer. It's not too bitter or too something. If it's too anything, it's too fruity, but I don't know if that's true. As long as the fruit's being created by hops, I don't think there can be too much fruit flavor in an IPA. Yeah, what I don't like is sometimes there's too much of a fruity added flavoring, like fruit peel or essential oils, or usually if you use whole fruit flesh with sugars in it and they're fermented, I like those kinds of IPAs a lot. But this one they generate so much peachy, mangoey flavors from the mosaic hops in this beer. It's just, there's nothing else that can really match this. I mean, maybe, I don't even know if I think Treehouse's Bright is better, because with Bright they're going for something a little different that's a little less hazy and juicy, and it displays more of the bubblegum, candy-ish qualities of mosaic hops, whereas this Melcher Street is just all intense tropical fruit juice. Yeah, it's a fantastic beer. I give it like a 90. I like it a lot. Yeah, 6 bags of popcorn and maybe some gummy peach rings on the side. And now I'm noticing, yeah, the bitterness is finally building up. There's a little bit of a almost sulfury thing going on, but it's not quite as sulfury and minerally as some other breweries who've come out with these hazy beers that have like some sort of yeast problem that you can tell the yeast isn't super happy, and it comes off with some too earthy spice or bitterness or something. This beer is very good, and they consistently crank out great fruity batches of Melcher Street, and I hope they'll do some double dry hop Melcher soon, or they'll do some kind of fruited street series of IPAs, because it seems like every single fruit beer they come out with is like a whole new recipe and everything. But this would go perfectly well if they threw some peaches in there or something. But maybe, it's just good enough by itself. So, yeah, 90 plus for Melcher Street from Trillium. Goodbye.